Kate Conley. I work with Columbia Land Trust on their stewardship team. I take care of some of the wonderful properties that Columbia Land Trust owns and manages. One of those amazing properties is the Powerdale Corridor, which is where I'm sitting here today. It's a beautiful place along the Hood River, and we just acquired this property in spring of 2013. There was a dam upstream of where I'm sitting, and it had a pipeline that ran all the way from the dam 3.5 miles downriver to a powerhouse. So it's about 400 acres of land here on the lower Hood River. It's critical to all the salmon and steelhead that migrate through this lower part of the river upstream to spawn. You see birds flying over. There's bald eagles every winter. We see osprey who rely on the fish in this river as well. People have been enjoying the lower Hood River forever. It's an amazing place for both the fish and wildlife and the people of this community. It's right here on the edge of urban development, yet it's a totally natural setting, and it allows people to enjoy fishing and hiking. People come out and walk their dogs here all the time. You'll always see fishermen all times of the year. And yet you're just minutes from downtown Hood River.
Jesse Johnson. I live up here on the Heights. I've been fishing this river ever since I can remember. I like to fish for salmon and steelhead.
My name is Josh Dahmer, and we're here on the Hood River fishing for salmon, chinook, and steelhead.
My name is Garrick Fisher. I was born here in Hood River. Been fishing the river for quite a few years now. Grew up fishing it, so really enjoy being able to come down here and catch fish.
When Hood River County and Columbia Land Trust acquired this land, it came with conservation easements that were put in place to protect the existing character of this beautiful place. That conservation easement includes 4 goals. The first goal is maintaining and protecting the fish and wildlife habitat here and enhancing that habitat when possible. The second goal is maintaining the existing public use, the recreational uses that people have always enjoyed down here on the Hood River.
My name is Frank Sorrells. I'm a local businessman, and this is?
I'm Kathy Hartlaub, recently retired.
And the little girl below us is Sasha. And so we decided, since we're going up to Rasmussen's to pick up some fruit, that we'd stop and let the dog kind of enjoy this beautiful area. And this is just an absolute fantastic area to be. You know, it's scenic overkill.
The third goal is even expanding those recreational and educational uses of the property if that expansion of use is compatible with protecting the fish and wildlife habitat.
My name is Fran Finney, and my husband and I live in San Francisco. We are building a house in Odell, Oregon. My husband and I are moving back to the Hood River Valley where my husband grew up. We're looking forward to moving back because we love to hike. We love the outdoors. We will be starting a small farm, and this will be one of our hiking spots.
And then the fourth goal is acknowledging and preserving the tribal fishing rights on the Hood River in this corridor of land. So while the first and primary goal is really protection of habitat, all those other 3 goals have to do with human use of this land. Columbia Land Trust is so pleased to own this property now, and we're really dedicated to maintaining it and protecting it in the long term. Columbia Land Trust opened an office right here in Hood River this year. One of my goals, besides meeting the goals of the conservation easement, is It's really listening to what the folks here who use the property have to say and finding the best way to manage our lands so that they really benefit the fish and wildlife and the people of this community. I live just a couple minutes from the edge of our property here on the Hood River, and this is my community and this is where I like to recreate as well. Columbia Land Trust is working with volunteers today to cut down some of this invasive Scotch broom. This is the second volunteer event we've had to take care of this weed on the Powerdale Corridor here on the Hood River. And we're also working on planting some revegetation at the old dam site. We're working on repairing some of the walkway on top of the old pipeline. So the Land Trust is really stepping up and taking on the responsibility of managing these lands and making sure that we meet the needs of the community and the habitat down here on the Hood River.